What's going on, my fellow residents? It's me, TheFrozenCavern, and today we're going to finish up the Kingdom Hearts 3 Fight 8 over 2 days movie. And of course, I can't explain what happened last episode because a lot of stuff happened last episode, actually. So, day 323 fleeting. Roxas, still in a slump, continued to receive missions from the organization. He spent his day. He does this multiple times throughout the entire game. Day 353 is what I think it. Okay, 52. I was close. Sunset. I thought 353 was the day it went to.
The way things are, I'm going to wreck everything. What should I do, Riku?
By the way, this this is going to be a really special, I guess, episode because apparently Square added a new cutscene into this, like
Sora?
the day before I started to record this. So it's very, very convenient that that happened. So I'm just hoping they don't do anything else.
You saved me, but I don't know why you did.
I guess I just felt like it.
Riku, please. Tell me more about Sora and that girl he's always with.
You mean Kyrie?
Kyrie. That's right. She's the one who looks so much like me.
To Sora, she's someone very special.
It's just, I remember things about the two of them. But I'm nothing more than a puppet. Something that somebody created. So why would I have their memories? Do you know where Sora is now?
That secret stays with me.
Why's that?
Shion. Your memories, they really belong to Sora.
So you mean I'm like a part of him?
That's
When his
a
memories were scattered,
pretty
some of
big
them
stretch, but
found
you're
their
not
way
exactly
inside
wrong.
me. Now, Sora has been put to sleep so that we can piece together his memory. Except,
You can't because part of it is inside of me. That means he can't wake up.
yeah, you got it. But, if you go with me to Sora right now, we could give the memories inside you back to him.
So, do you hate me for taking your friend away from you?
Nah. I guess I'm just sad.
I'm sorry. But I can't go with you. It's my friends. They need me. And I need them too.
Maybe
Dang it, I was hoping that wouldn't show up,
you
but
should
whatever.
Take some time and think about
Yeah,
it.
there's also a theater mode
Figure
for
out who
Kingdom
you
Hearts 1
really
now,
need
so
more, and where you belong.
How will I know where I belong? Truly. I'm not sure I can promise you I'll come up with the right answer.
Well, the answer you come up with can't just be right for you. It has to be one that works best for everybody. You and your friends and everyone else.
Riku teaching life lessons over here.
Thank you, Riku. I have to make the most of the time Riku's given me.
And of course Roxas is still doing his own stuff, but Roxas battled the Heartless during a mission. His strength spent against a formidable foe, Roxas swung his Keyblade with all his might in hopes of ending things quickly. But his strike was interrupted with the sound of clashing metal. There was Axel blocking both Roxas's and Shion's Keyblades. They had been fighting the entire time, each thinking the other was a Heartless. I'm surprised they didn't actually have this fight animated, but whatever. Axel informed them of the truth surrounding this mission rigged to get them to fight one another.
Rain freeze.
It's been a while since we all hung out like this, hasn't it?
Well, we've had our share of drama lately. I just remembered. Did you know you should be checking your ice cream sticks?
Really?
Once you finish your ice cream, see if the stick says winner.
It's been about a year and you've only just now remembered this.
Not that I've ever seen one myself.
Wait a second.
What is it?
It's nothing. So then, what happens when you win?
I'll tell ya. That's a good question.
What? You don't know?
Well, it's gotta be something nifty if you're a winner, right?
I mean, he said that he never got it, so it's understandable why he wouldn't know.
The sun's beautiful.
But then again, you could just ask.
I know we've seen a lot of sunsets, but today's puts them all to shame.
I wonder why. The lens flare might be a good reason.
Only things could stay like this forever.
Say, what if we all just took off?
What?
If we ran, I bet we could always be together.
But we have nowhere to run.
Yeah. I guess you're right.
What's important isn't that we hang out with each other every day.
As long as we keep each other in our thoughts, we'll never be apart, right? We've got it memorized, Axel.
Good.
I'll have these moments memorized for a long time. Forever.
Me too. Forever.
Sora.
It appears we've come to a standstill.
Yes.
This has gone on long enough. Riku, I think you know what needs to be done.
Right.
Day 353, or 353, whatever. Resolve.
Looks like you've meddled again.
Sorry, did you say something?
The organization doesn't need both of them. Just one will suffice. Stop pretending. Think about that.
Well, I mean, one works just fine, but what would happen if you had both? That might work really well. But Roxas entered the lobby to see Axel, Xion, and Xigbar conversing with Syx. The unusual trio were about to head out on a mission. Roxas asked Syx if he could take Xigbar's spot, but Syx chitted? I think that's chitted, but I've never heard that word before in my life. Roxas asking if he was powerless without Axel. Roxas saw Xion and Axel off with a sense of unease.
What a blast from the past!
Xion, stop!
Of all the faces, why do I look at her and see yours? Why is
Burp
it
by sleep, cough,
you
cough.
always have to glare at me like that?
Shut up!
Huh?
I'm sorry, Axel.
What are you doing?
Please, let me go. I have to do this or else... Just look. Please, Axel. You have to take care of Roxas.
But... you'd be...
Please. Thank you, Axel.
Explain yourself, Axel.
The old man needs to get his eye checked. She just got away.
I'll give him that. Can't toss the blame around.
And now we're left with the one we can't use.
Did something happen? Where's Shion?
She flew the coop. Flamesy Locks here couldn't trouble himself to clip her wings.
Huh? What does he mean, Axel?
Your friend sat there sucking his thumb while Shion walked right off. I'm going back to my room.
What happened out there?
Nothing. Really.
Nothing? Shion's gone. How can that be nothing?
It's just like Zigbar said. I just sat there sucking my thumb, watching Shion run away.
I'm asking you why you did that, and you know it.
Shion is like a mirror that reflects you.
You're not making any sense.
Shion is a puppet created to duplicate your powers.
Are you nuts? Shion's a person, not a puppet.
She's a mirror that reflects you. And when I looked in the mirror, it wasn't you I saw.
Shion is Shion. You can't expect her to be me.
That's not what I mean. It was only a matter of time before someone broke the mirror.
You mean they have to destroy her? Answer me!
Roxas, if somebody doesn't, then you won't be you anymore.
I'll always be me. I'm still your best friend. Just like Shion is my best friend.
That's not it. You're missing the whole point, Roxas.
Forget this! Roxas!
I wish you'd understand, Roxas.
Riku.
Did you find the answer?
Yes, I certainly did. I'm on the verge of losing everything I care about. So please, please, Riku, tell me what I should do now.
Go to Twilight Town. You'll find a girl there named Namine.
Namine? What's she like?
You'll find out. I don't think you'll have trouble finding her.
I mean, if you don't give her any information then about what she looks like, then yeah, she'll probably have some trouble.
Bye.
Especially since I'm pretty sure most of the people in Twilight Town shouldn't know who she is. But day 354, truth.
Shion has disappeared yet again.
Do we know where she is headed?
It, not she, is a replica. Merely a puppet.
A puppet? What does that mean exactly?
A puppet is a puppet.
By the way, I feel like those are actually the only two lines those two have in the entire movie.
The what-ca?
Perhaps you care to enlighten us about this pet project of yours.
The purpose was to take a piece of the Keyblade wielder's memory and copy it, thus making his powers our own. This was one of several projects of ours being undertaken at Castle Oblivion. However, our efforts were severely derailed by Vexen's untimely demise. Needless to say, losing Vexen was not part of our plans. We were also caught off guard when this particular replica we called Shion formed an identity of its own.
No one at Castle Oblivion ever reported any instance where a replica formed its own identity. Do you concur, Axel.
Whatever the puppet may decide to do, we can be certain it will no longer have an impact on our plans. Still, it knows our secrets. We need to shorten the leash, perhaps even tighten it.
What exactly do you...
Axel, the onus is on you to capture and bring back Shion. The escape was on your watch. I will overlook any nicks or scratches. Just ensure she still functions on arrival.
Why would you allow a deserter back? We should simply eradicate her.
It is not a deserter. It is just a flawed specimen that has wandered out.
Are we clear, Axel? Dismissed.
Bring her back alive. Is she a madness?
All this time, I've been talking to a puppet.
So now, we just sweep it up, huh? As if.
If only the whispers at the top carried to the bottom.
Axel, those orders were absolute.
By the way, I'd like to say that most of those thoughts could have just, well, not thoughts, those phrases that they all said could have easily been like thoughts.
She's not a puppet.
A puppet couldn't be part of the organization. Just count the seats here. We have and always will be 13.
And there is a big reason for that. But I can't really get into that because I think that's spoilers at this point.
Maybe it's best if Shion never comes back to the organization. Do you really have to do what Xemnas says?
If I don't, they'll eradicate me next.
In that case, can you at least try not to harm her?
That's up to her. Roxas, Shion is dangerous.
Dangerous?
Have you got all your strength back?
Not yet. How long have you known about her? Could it be that you've known about her for a long time and not told me anything?
And yeah, you're finally in the game. By the way, that lighting is actually really creepy, I'm not gonna lie. Why is the lighting like that for that, but not Mickey? It's weird. And now it's kind of gone, but...
Riku!
Your Majesty.
Gosh, have I been worried about you? Where have you been all this time?
I've been searching for a way to conquer the darkness within me, while we wait for Sora to awaken.
The way you looked.
You don't have to worry about me. I'm getting the hang of keeping the darkness under control.
And Sora, did something go wrong with fixing all his memories?
There's a reason the organization has been quiet since our battle at Castle Oblivion. And now I know it's not because a depletion in members had made them weak. Taking Sora's memory apart, piece by piece, was only the first step in what they were trying to do at Castle Oblivion. And I think they needed more time to fix his memory.
You know, you and me were both looking into what the organization was up to. But what I saw didn't look like much. Almost like they're trying to buy some time.
Right. Sora's memories are what they're after.
I kind of wonder where Mickey got all of his information from.
Until now, to absorb
Because
every piece of it.
obviously Riku has kind of gotten his information from Shion, and having his little encounters with Axel and Roxas, although mostly indirectly. But with Mickey, it's not really explained.
Get the memories back.
I've got that covered, your magic. I mean, Mickey. Instead, I want to ask you for a favor.
What would that be?
I have to face one of the organization's members soon. I might not survive the fight. And if I do, it might be because I gave in to the darkness. That means you're the only one who will be there for Sora, Donald, and Goofy. The only one who can guide them when they awaken.
Riku.
Promise me, Mickey. When our friends wake up, you have to be there to help them out.
I promise, Riku.
Day 355, unsaid, unheard.
Shion. Replica program. Shion was a puppet, made to replicate my powers. The Keyblade's powers. When Shion left the organization, Axel didn't stop her. Like he wanted her to go. Axel's probably known about Shion for some time now, but has kept it from me. Shion and I are both special nobodies. Shion was a replica. A puppet. What about me? Am I a puppet too? Xemnas said Sora was what connects her and me. But who is Sora? And who am I supposed to be? Axel. If he's hiding things from me about Shion, what could he be hiding about me?
Yeah, so Roxas is having a huge identity crisis right now.
Hey, Roxas.
Did you find Shion yet?
You know it isn't gonna be that easy.
I suppose not. Have you known about Shion this whole time?
No, not the whole time.
Since when then?
I can't exactly remember when.
Didn't get it memorized, huh? Axel. Who am I really? I'm special like Shion, I know that. But the organization wanted me out of the picture. Am I right?
Yeah, they did.
I guess it's 'cause Shion copied my powers and the Keyblade's powers. And they didn't need me anymore. And Axel, I guess you felt the same way.
You're wrong there. You'll always be my best friend.
Best friends are supposed to be honest with each other. Who am I, Axel? Xemnas says me and Shion are connected to each other through Sora. I don't even know a Sora. Am I a puppet like Shion?
You're different from Shion.
Then why do...
Finding out the truth doesn't always work out for the best.
What makes you so sure about that? I have the right to know the truth. How did I even get here? Why am I so special? Where did I learn how to use the Keyblade? I hardly know who I am. What is so wrong with wanting some answers?
Roxas.
I need to know, Axel. Please. Who am I?
You've just got to trust me, Roxas.
I don't. I can't.
Roxas.
Somebody knows where I came from. If I can't get answers here, I'll get them somewhere else. That'll be the person I trust.
And again, Axel's not really stopping anyone.
But I have to find out about myself. There's no reason for me to be here anymore.
Your mind's made up?
Why did the Keyblade choose me? I have to know.
You can't turn on the organization. You get on their bad side and they'll destroy you.
No one would miss me.
That's not true. I would.
Day 356. Place to belong. Yeah, I can see where Roxas is coming from, man. Like, it would really suck to not really be able to know anything about yourself, and then you're not exactly getting punished, but you're basically being refused to learn anything about yourself.
Nominate, are you able to see my face?
Yes.
Then what do you think I should do?
What do you want to do?
At first, I just wanted to be with Roxas and Axel forever. But then I started to realize that my memories, well, these aren't really even mine, are they?
You're not Sora, and you're not Roxas. You're Kairi as Sora remembers her.
As I remember more of my past, the more I feel the need to go back where I came from. What should I do to go back?
So you're going back to Sora? If you return your memories to him, then you will disappear. In exchange for not having your own memory, you're connected through others' memories. So when you disappear, no one will remember you. There won't be any you to remember. For all the powers I possess, I can't keep even one piece of the memory called you connected.
I know, I'm ready. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. I also know that Roxas should be going back with me. But I don't think he would understand. Not yet.
I know. Roxas can't feel Sora just yet.
Nominate, will you please watch over Roxas once I'm gone? You won't be alone. I asked someone else, too. There just isn't anything else I can do.
All right.
Thank you.
Well, if you're ready, let's go see Sora.
Realistically, any kind of promises you make with Xion, they won't matter because you don't really remember them, so... yeah, that's kind of pointless to make
Trusted
promises.
puppet led them right to our doorstep. See what you get for trusting it.
I can handle this. Wait! Shion!
Why do I always get stuck with the icky jobs?
Axel,
Shion, what are you gonna do?
I've decided that I have to go back to where I belong.
Well, to be honest, I always felt that was best right from the very beginning. But you know, it still really bugs me. Something about this just stinks.
It's for the good of everyone.
But how do you know that? Everybody thinks they're right.
This is right.
They're gonna destroy you!
Please don't hold back, Axel. Promise.
What's your problem? You both think you can do whatever you want. Well, I'm sick of it. Go on, you just keep running. But I'll always be there to bring you back!
And unfortunately, that fight couldn't even be there. Well, that fight's not also in the the game either, so it's fine, I guess. It would still be nice to see that fight in action. Day 357, Tears. And this is where the new cutscene is. Hopefully. I'm really hoping that it was actually added in. I know that it's installed, and wow, that looks terrible on the building. That looks really bad. But,
Where did I think I could
anyways,
go?
I'm just really hoping that the thing actually works.
Shion! Thank you.
Roxas, I'm out of time.
By the way, this is our edition of Shion's theme, which is also called Vector to the Heavens, or Vector to Heavens. I forget which one it is. I think it's Vector to the Heavens.
I have to make this choice. You have poured so many memories into me, given me so much, that I feel like I'm about to overflow. Look at me, Roxas. Who do you see? If you see somebody else's face, a boy's face, then that means I'm almost ready. This puppet will have to play her part. Roxas, this is him. It's Sora. You're next, Roxas. I have to make you a part of me too. Don't you see? This is why I was created.
Alright, and here's the new scene, I think. It probably is. I think. I have no idea. But this is all new to me, so... Alright. Let's see this fight. Hopefully it's a decent length. Wow, you actually jumped really high. Oh, I remember this attack. Flying? They actually implemented that. Okay, I didn't expect that. Oh, this attack. Well, this attack is pretty easy to dodge, honestly. All you have to really do is fly, but since Roxas doesn't exactly know what's going on, he's just going to get obliterated. By the way, that fight, it's so much shorter than than the game, but that's how most of the fights are in the movies. Also, speaking of fights, I actually kind of forgot about one. There's supposed to be a fight of Roxas against Syx when Roxas leaves the organization, like right before he meets Axel for the last time. So yeah, I don't know why they don't even have like the introduction to that fight there. I guess it was just unimportant.
Better off now, Roxas.
Am I the one who did this to you?
No. It was my choice to go away now. Better that than to do nothing and let Xemnas have his way. I belong with Sora. And now I am going back to be with him. Roxas, I need you to do me a favor. All those hearts that I've captured, Kingdom Hearts.
Roll credits.
Set them free.
Kingdom Hearts.
Again, roll credits.
It's too late for me to undo my mistakes. But you can't let Xemnas have Kingdom Hearts.
Okay, I'm gonna stop with that joke now. It's getting redundant.
Goodbye, Roxas. See you again. I'm glad I got to meet you. Oh, and of course, Axel too. You are both my best friends. Never forget. That's the truth.
No. Shion. Who else will I have ice cream with?
And as goofy as that line is, that has a lot more sentiment behind it. So, to the outsider, that line sounds ridiculously goofy when someone's about to die, but just a little hint. Remember what Axel told Roxas, like, way early on? I'm hoping you do, otherwise what I'm saying doesn't make any sense. But he said that friends have ice cream and talk about really stupid stuff. So, basically, and with Roxas's mindset, he's essentially associating ice cream with having friends. And so he's asking, who else will be my friend?
How did this happen?
By the way, he never really does anything with that. Ever, which upsets me. Day 358, believe. And of course, it is the final day, or, well, we still have the half of a day, but I guess, I don't know, whatever. Titles are weird. And so Roxas is the first person to wield 2 Keyblades at once. Or, I need to get my information right if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure he is, but just needing to think real quick. It's not anything key, definitely not one. Rechain didn't have any. So yeah, Roxas I think is the first person. By the way, I really love this sequence here. As somewhat unnecessary as it is, and Neo Shadows kind of disappeared before they were supposed to, but I really love that sequence, even though it kind of does nothing.
Who are you? What does it matter? I'm here for you.
Why are you trying to stop me?
Because I want back the rest of Sora's memories.
Sora? Enough about Sora!
You have some kind of plan?
I'll set Kingdom Hearts free. Then everything will be the way it was. She'll come back. And the 3 of us can be together again.
You mean Shion? It's a struggle just to remember the name now. Either way, I can't let you go doing anything crazy.
I'm freeing Kingdom Hearts, and I'm going to find Sora. I want Shion back. I want my life back!
If you try and make contact with Kingdom Hearts, the last thing you'll get is your life back. The organization will destroy you.
Enough!
Also, another fight that I would have liked to have, you know, rendered, but unfortunately, no.
Why don't you quit?
Come on, Sora. I thought you were stronger than that.
Huh? Get real. Look which one of us is winning.
So it's true. You really are his nobody. Guess Diz was right after all.
What are you talking about? I am me. Nobody else.
By the way, I'm kind of surprised that Roxas hasn't actually gone like legitimately insane because of like all the stuff that's happened to him. Because like he's pretty much lost everything. He's gotten everything and lost everything within a year's time, like less than a year. He's gotten best friends, he's learned about what, well, somewhat learned what love is. He needs to find out about himself. He's trying to find out who he is and what he is and why or what connections he has to other people. And he's just being refused from getting any of those answers. Like, no matter where he turns, he just can't get answers, so... And he's lost two best friends, and no, he didn't die, but
I have accepted it.
yeah, Roxas has just lost everything, dude. And you might notice a little bit of a difference this time. Someone is kind of fading away.
Diz, he could feel Sora.
Oh, he told you how he felt, did he? Ridiculous. Nobody cannot feel anything.
If he had met Sora, things might have been different.
Roxas, don't be sad. I came from you and Sora. I am you, the same way that I am Sora. You'll forget me, but the memories themselves will never go away. Memories of you and me will always be together, forever inside him.
And this is kind of where the half comes in, but day 359, the first day. I'm not gonna lie, the frame rate there looked really weird. It seemed kind of choppy.
Another dream about him.
Maybe today we'll finally hit the beach.
And now I have to talk because copyright. That's nice, and I don't even know if this actually hit the first episode either because Sanctuary was in the first episode of this, so yeah. Well, at this point I haven't uploaded it because I still have Riku's Story of Rechain of Memories to upload at this point in time. So, this is going to be fun since I'm having to review a movie, I guess. So, I will say that this is a better experience than playing the game because honestly, playing the game can be a pain to do because the pacing is rather slow. It is horrendously slow at times. However, I also feel that the pacing can be a little bit good when it comes to the game. Because in terms of this, you don't really grow any major attachment to characters. Or at least certain characters, like maybe Roxas and Axel. But Shion, for newcomers, since this is only 3 hours where you actually know that she kind of exists or existed, then you don't really have any time to actually somewhat connect with her. And I know some people don't really like Shion all that much, but even if you don't, you have to admit that, at least with the game, when it came to the pacing, you were able to have some questions yourself and just be able to question things about the game itself. But in terms of a movie, it has to keep going forward and forward, which it does well. However, when it comes to character development, when it comes to Shion, like, you don't really ever attach to her. So you see Shion one moment, and then in the same day, she's just gone. And in a video game series like Kingdom Hearts, where the characters are really, really important, and you can grow attached to a good number of them, when it comes to the movie, Shion does not work all that well. She just doesn't. She kind of just shows up and then disappears. She is still important, yes, but she still disappears regardless, in just a flash. Now, in terms of the game, and I guess I'll have to go over the game, and I gotta do it really quickly, but the game is annoying, which is why I said this is a much better experience than Days. Well, the game. I keep saying Days as if this isn't Days, but watching this is better than playing the game, because many of the missions are just annoying, and I somewhat feel like that might be intentional, because one major thing about this game is that Roxas is like imagining, like, well, Roxas fears what would happen if Axel and Shion like weren't there in his life. So possibly the game could have been annoying slash bad, I guess, intentionally, just to make you feel, oh, this would probably suck if the story wasn't there. But like, I guess that's kind of a really bad way of justifying it, but I mean, that could possibly be a reason. It could possibly be it, because they, like I said before, they did mention it. So, well, Roxas mentioned it before. And we still have, well, I have no idea actually. But, oh yeah, I forgot. This actually kind of made the movie a little bit longer, because this would normally be like 50 minutes, but I guess it's like added an extra 3 minutes because of the Roxas versus Shion fight. And speaking of fights, I guess it's because the Roxas versus Saix fight, it didn't really do anything in terms of story, because like, even if you do fight Saix, not really anything happens. It pretty much just goes right over to the scene with Axel. There's not really anything else, unfortunately. And it's never like brought up again later on in the series, like anywhere. So I guess that fight just didn't matter at all. But yeah. And then also another thing is that in the game, there are a few times where it kind of clues into the fact that you're connected to Sora. Well, Roxas is connected to Sora. I say you like you're Roxas, but you're not. But there are some missions where it kind of clues into the fact that you are pretty much connected to Sora in some way. But again, like I said here, it doesn't really do that, since it skips over pretty much most of the missions in the entire game. So yeah, that, when it comes to pacing, this game's better. When it comes to how do I say it? This is a difficult thing to try and explain. I actually don't know how to explain it, which kind of sucks, but when it comes to the quality, well, not quality, I guess quantity inside of it, then Days wins. Well, Days, the game wins. I keep saying that, but yeah. But that was the movie, and I do still have to do some other stuff, because I have to get 100% for this, and I can just get that now and out of the way really, really quickly. Yeah, that'll look familiar sometime later on, but if this thing could load. Yep, we have secret reports now and new entry. So in order to get 100%, that's not what we need to do, I don't think. We need to go into the extras and basically just skim through all of this, I think. I think we actually have to look at everything, which kind of sucks. Do we? Yeah, we do. Hold on. Yeah, you can just do this. Just mash the R1 button and it counts as you reading it. Yep, and then secret reports. Like, if you want, you can read these on your own time, but I'm not reading these in terms of this. Because if I were to, that would make a whole separate episode. And I kind of don't feel like doing that, so... Unfortunate. Of course the phone. Man. There. But anyways, like I was saying, this part unfortunately goes a lot slower. And... are there that many characters? Oh, well, I guess I thought there were more characters, but apparently not. So, what am I missing now? What is that? No, dang it. There's something here. I think that's a secret report, honestly. But that should be everything, and the trophies should... I just realized the trophies haven't shown up. That's weird. Okay, well, I already showed that I already showed everything that this had to offer, so whether the trophies show up or not, that doesn't really matter too much. But regardless, in the next, well, whatever Let's Play, I don't really know what Let's Play I'm doing next at this point in time, but all I know is at some point, we have to get to 2, because Kingdom Hearts 2 is the next game in the timeline, because it takes place pretty much right after this. So... yeah, that's going to be a fun game to play, actually, because... I can't believe I got to this point, man. I've done how many games? 0.2, 1, Chain of Memories at this point. Yeah, I still haven't finished all of it. And I did watch the Key movie. So, that's 4, technically. And then we have Kingdom Hearts 2, Recoded movie to watch. Oh, right, I forgot Birth by Sleep for some reason, so that's 5 we've already done. And then we have Dream Drop Distance, and then Kingdom Hearts 3. So, only 4 games left. Well, 3 games in a movie, technically. But, yeah, that's going to be quite a ride until we get to that point. And I need to make sure I keep moving this, otherwise the thing will just go to the intro. But, until whatever comes next, take care.